Alrighty, let's walk through a second example. All right, so in this example, it looks like we have a whole number adding to a fraction. So the first thing we're gonna wanna remember, maybe you remember it from last year, is that anytime we have a whole number, the denominator is always 1. And to think about why that is, because remember that fraction symbol literally means divided by. 8 divided by 1 is obviously 8. Anything divided by 1 is just the number. And so, of course, that's why it makes sense that 1 is the denominator. All right, I'm going to remind you again, we need common denominators in order to be able to add, and then we're going to use our regular integer rules. Okay, so we always think, is our smaller number a factor of our bigger number? That's true because 1's a factor of anything. So let's go ahead over here and multiply this by 7 so we can get same denominators. And remember the reason I'm multiplying by 7 because I'm thinking 1 times what is going to give me 7 since I need that denominator. And then just multiply straight across. 8 times 7 is 56. 1 times 7 is 7. There we go. Now we're left with our values. Now we have negative 56 over 7 plus negative 6 over 7. All right, so we're going to use our same integer rules. So let's go ahead and discuss. Are these the same or different signs? Hopefully you see that they're the same because they are both negatives. And then, remember, when that's the case, we're going to keep the sign. So that means our answer is definitely going to be negative. And remember, you just add and then keep the sign. So we're going to add, and we can just do that straight across. So remember, your denominators stay absolutely the same. You just add your numerators, which is the top. So 56 plus 6 is going to give us 62 over 7. And remember, our answer has to stay negative. So there is your answer. However, that answer is an improper fraction, so let's convert that to a whole number as well, a proper fraction. All right, so if you remember when you were converting, you think how many times does 7 go into 62? And then of course, if you have a remainder, that is gonna turn into a fraction over 7. All right, so 7 goes into 62. 7 times 9 is 63, so that means 8 times. And 7 times 8 is 56, so we would count up 6 from there to get our remainder, and we would put that over whatever denominator there is. So our whole number value is negative 8 6/7, and that's the same as the improper fraction, but usually we would write it like this. All right, there is that second example for